Good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's all right. Life is treating you fairly, or you're treating yourself fairly. Today's quote for this video is: "In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity." Sun Tzu said that. Um, Things get chaotic, man. Sometimes we stop thinking and we only think about all the chaos around us. But if we think and we focus and we look past the chaotic events or moments, we will find that there is opportunity. Why did I pick this one? Pick this one because the person I'm going to talk about found himself in a chaotic situation, and he seen opportunity as he sat back and analyzed the situation, and he took advantage of the opportunity as he seen fit for himself. How could he benefit out of the chaos? We would assume that he benefited financially, but did he create more chaos for himself? Content analysis 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. Who am I talking about today? I'm going to show you. Chris Rock. Last year, around this time, because the Oscars are coming up soon, Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars, and as you all know, Will Smith maxed flames out of it. He didn't respond back with violence, as violence begets violence. He went on with hosting the show. Will Smith cried and apologized. Chris Rock remained silent. Now, before the Grammys, Chris Rock got 40 million from Netflix, and he decided to talk about the incident while performing comedy. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. It was hilarious, but it wasn't hilarious. And it was like seeing how he felt after the smack. So now he gets smacked again on another stage. And this time he gets smacked with backlash. Chris Rock faces backlash for pandering to white people in new comedy special. People got offended by what he said during his performance. White people got really offended. Black women got really offended. Now they're saying that he could be liable, that somebody could file suit against him and seek monetary damages from him. He got 40 million. They want some of that money. Oscars coming up again. It said that they asked him to host it. I don't know if he's going to host it or not. But let's look at where the problems came from with these people through his comedy special. During his comedy skits, he said he talked about the relationship that Jada talked about with her son's friend or something to that effect. So in his spiel, he says he he would not talk about this shit, but for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two people that talented would do something that low down. But it was his joke about fighting in front of white people that seemed to rub people up the wrong way. You know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people. I don't see what's offensive about that. But the white people got offensive. The white people were saying that the white people with black friends took offense to that. I guess they probably saying, oh, damn, this guy probably won't fight in front of me because his parents probably told him the same thing or whatever the case may be. It baffles me. Like, why would somebody have a problem with that statement? Chris Rock makes comedy for white people who have black friends. Why would they become offensive? But let's go on to something else here. Chris Rock is criticized for his latest take on Slap, blaming conflict on Jada Pinkett Smith. 1 year on, Chris Rock is back sharing more thoughts on being slapped by Will Smith. But people aren't necessarily here for his take. A lot of people wanted to see what he wanted to say, but I guess they wanted it in an interview. Like, they didn't expect it to come through him doing a comedy show. They expected him to sit down with all these people, go on ABC, go here, go on YouTube, go here, go interview with these people and explain the smack and why he didn't respond and all this other stuff. But he said he didn't respond because people told him to not to fight in front of white people. If Will Smith dared to smack him in front of black people, I guess he'll fight back. Who knows? The reaction to Rock's new Netflix special are decidedly mixed, with many commenters expressing sympathy for Jada Pinkett Smith and accusing Rock of reframing the story in a sexist, tone-deaf, way. In a sexist, tone-deaf manner. At this point, we've heard every opinion under the sun regarding what went down at the 2022 Oscars. Will and Chris Rock been friends for a little while, and then somehow that friendship went bad, and they've been like at each other. So everybody knows that when he said the joke about Jada Pinkett Smith playing the character in G.I. Jane, people laughed and Will Smith had a smile on his face. However, when he looked to the side and see that Jada Pinkett Smith didn't take this too lightly, he proceeded to get up and smack the shit out of Chris Rock. Everybody saw that. So he said in his comedy act, Jada started it. He said he didn't have Jada started this shit, and he said he had nothing to do with their relationship problems, why they got mad at him, something to that effect. So now black women are saying he went too far, blaming it on Jada Smith. Jada had nothing to do with it. Jada didn't deserve him going in on her. They are bashing him for that. Let's all want to see something else. Then he went further and he said Chris Rock has received criticism after making a joke about the murder of O.J. Simpson's wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, speaking while about being invited to return to host the Oscars in 2023. This is him saying that they asked him to host the Oscars this year too. So he says, this comedy. During a stand-up show in Phoenix, Arizona, the comedian spoke about the invitation, but reportedly saying that returning to the awards ceremony after being slapped by Will Smith would be like asking Nicole Brown Simpson to go back to the restaurant. I don't know what's that about. I don't know. I don't know how you put it to make it funny or something like that, but that was a bad taste in jokes. And a lot of people are criticizing him for that because Nicole Brown Simpson was murdered and nobody was charged in her murder. OJ beat that case. And they wasn't in a restaurant, they was in her house. So the white people got offended about that too. Let's look at some more stuff. Chris Rock received major backlash for inappropriate joke months after Jada Pinkett Smith comments. Chris referenced the murder while talking about being invited to the host Oscars 2023. I can't say nothing about it. There it is for you folks. They say that was inappropriate. They say that what he said about Jada Pinkett Smith was inappropriate. They expected him just to talk about the slap from Will. They didn't expect him to talk about anybody else. They didn't expect him to get on Jada Pinkett Smith. They didn't expect him to bring up Nicole Brown Simpson. And now they're in a uproar. They're talking about lawsuits. They're criticizing him. They're saying he's not funny. They're saying it was not funny. They're saying he took the wrong stance. And they're talking about what happened to him in the Oscars last year. Let's see what else we got. A lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back then? And he concluded, because I got parents, that's why. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people. However, this mic dropped because he dropped the mic after he did that. The drop back moment didn't earn much sympathy on Twitter as detractors accused him of hypocrisy regarding the "don't fight in front of white people" comment. I don't know how that's being a hypocrite. Like, I don't understand how that's being a hypocrite. If his parents did indeed teach him that, then I guess he's teaching that. And with black people, it's a lot going on when it comes to dumb facing white people down. You know, it seems like they're a little hesitant to do that, but they're quick to go ahead and they're quick to go ahead after that and say they're quick to go on and go after a black person. However, the mic drop moment didn't earn much sympathy on Twitter as detractors accused him of hypocrisy regarding the "don't fight in front of white people" comment. This overlapped with accusations of disrespecting black women, criticizing the way he singled out Meghan Markle and Jada Pinkett Smith. He went in on Meghan Markle too. So now black people, black women are feeling offensive. They want to defend these women that he attacked. I don't think it was an attack on Jada Smith because Jada Pinkett Smith, it really do look like she caused the reaction in Will Smith to go up and do what he did. I don't know if she expected that to happen, but it seems like her offense promoted Will Smith's actions, and she doesn't like Chris Rock. So some black woman says, "Y'all hate women deep down to your soul. It's bizarre. Jada to this day ain't said shit to about Chris, but y'all have made her the deserving focus of his and your ire. You're living your rejected incel dreams out through Chris Rock, and y'all need to see the lady for real." TMZ said that Jada and Will are Hollywood royalty. So that being said, royalty, you can't disrespect royalty. Royalty, you can't talk against royalty. They are royalty. They are kings and queens, I guess. I don't know. But for him to say what he said regarding Jada Smith seems like it's only calling into play what the facts are. But you can't tell the truth in these days and times. So now they're talking about possibly suing Chris Rock. So he gets smacked. So now Chris Rock gets smacked in the face at the Oscars. He's getting asked to host the Oscars this year. He's been being asked to talk about the smack from Will Smith. He says if the money's worth it, he'll do it. He got $40 million from Netflix to do it. And now, because of his words, they're saying he might be sued. Somebody's coming to try to take some of that $40 million. For him talking about things, he got black women offended. He got white people offended. White people really never been offended by Chris Rock. He was always talking about white people and black people. You know, he was always talking about his parents and his kids. Why is it a problem now? I don't know. Y'all viewers, y'all maybe help me, but I just wanted to bring y'all to the awareness of this. Content analysis 2750 My puppy dog is my profile picture. Please subscribe, share if you want, comment if you want, like if you will. And I want to thank all the viewers and the people who subscribe to my channel because it's going up. It's going up a little at a time. It ain't up there like the big content creators like that because I just started, but I'm learning, I'm doing, and you guys are supporting me. I appreciate your support. Please continue to support me. Thank you very much, and y'all have a nice night. God bless y'all.